What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat. We are here at the Nerd Castle once again doing the cleanup work on our central island, and sir, you're being hunted. If we can manage to get the central island cleared off, we talked about in the last episode, we can start branching out into other areas and maybe get a bit more of a foothold done. Now, the robots are respawning with reckless abandon. They have just been all over the place. I actually don't know if you can win against them. I haven't looked into the game's mechanics that much because I felt like it might destroy the magic a little bit for me. Because the second I know exactly how the mechanics work, I'm the sort of person that just starts exploiting them like crazy. I just can't resist. It's just something deep down innately in my DNA. I'm like, well, we've got the system cracked. Let's game it. But let's take a look over here. In the last episode, we looked over this hill and there were some patrols wandering around. And of course, we are bearing gifts to the great stone gods right now. What was that? I heard some bleeping and blooping. Well, that doesn't make me feel comfortable. Let me get my shotty out. And hopefully we'll keep ourselves out of any type of engagement here. Starting an episode out with a shootout, though, does seem to be a pretty good way to grab the attention of everyone, mine included. Sometimes I'm kind of zoned out while I play this game, and the robots do a fairly good job of keeping me on my toes. I thought I heard a beep, but I guess not. Well, I don't see them out in the swamp either. In the last episode, you remember we saw some guys walking around. That's why I'm being so absurdly paranoid right now. But then again, wouldn't you be too if there were Cockney robots with shotguns chasing you all over the hillsides? I think that would make just about anybody paranoid. Let's head on back to the standing stones. We'll get that one, then we'll come back and we'll try and track down the other ones, although it might get a little boring. I have no clue where the last two bits of our machine are. They can be sort of hard to track down, and if we can't find them, what I'll do is I'll probably wander around for a little bit. We'll get into whatever trouble we can, but if I can't end up finding it in this episode, we'll probably in the next episode just jump out to another island, although we pretty much cleared out that other island too. We got like 3 relics off that other one. Pretty good haul. Not a terrible bit of work done there. Oh, there's one down. Oh no, that's on the road. That one's going to be really tough to clear. That's going to be a really rough one. That road is perfectly situated. It's a pinch, too. Yeah. I don't see a whole lot of positive ways for us to get ourselves in there, but there are 4 left, so there's one here in the middle of town, so we followed that down from the coast. Let me see if maybe there's a better way for me to get back to the standing stones, because right now I was going to cut across right here, but I hadn't really thought about the possibility that we'd have robots running around on the road. After that giant shootout, I felt like we pretty much killed everything on the island, but as you can see, that is a perceptional bias from being shot at. And if there was any way to justify a perceptional bias, I would think that getting shot at would be, if there was a legitimate way to validate one, that would be it. Nothing like having fiery projectiles thrown in your direction to solidify your opinion. Hopefully their line of sight is not as good as I think it is. I don't think they can see this far, though. What is that? Just like a... Is that a mailbox? UK friends, what is this? Is this a mailbox? Oh, it's got binary on the front. Adorable. That's got to be like a mailbox, right? I don't know. Ours are big, square, and blue here in the States. And if you tamper with them, they will put you in handcuffs very, very rapidly. Don't ever tamper, like... I knew somebody that threw their soda away in one like it was a trash can one time just because he was, like, trying to be a dick. And yeah, you get arrested. Believe me, you get arrested. I told him, though. I said, man, you don't want to do that. I was like, that's a terrible idea. You're tampering with federal property. They're going to drop the hammer on your ass. He's like, no, dude, it'll be fine. Check this out, bro. And then he did it, and look what happened. I think we're in the clear now. Oh, maybe not. I think a more accurate statement would be, I wish we were in the clear right now. We're still pretty far off. I don't think they can see me. We are working our way back towards the standing stones. Everything looks to be socked down with robots right now. And I'm not sure why I emphasized the second half of that. Robots. Robots. Weird, weird syllabic emphasis right there, and I'm not sure why. I'm going to check the church, so long as there's no bots around. If there's any bots around here, I won't check it. But who knows? Maybe we'll find something useful over here. Oh no. I'm gonna get low. He's probably still gonna see me right here, but If he fires a shot, everything in that field is going to come right at us. I don't know if he's going to follow us on that one. I was cutting that one a little close. Getting around this building is going to be a bit of a fire hazard. A gunfire hazard. Oh, he sounds so close. I hate that beeping noise that they make. It really, really makes me feel paranoid. Let me see if maybe he'll come around here. I don't think he's gonna. Instead, we may run into some trouble from the other side. Let me see if I can lose him around the side of the building really quickly. Also throw another shell in the shotgun while we're at it. And then once I get on the other side of this fence, I'll get low. Oh no. Get low! God. I don't know where he's gonna try and come after me. He may come around this way or that way. Oh god, they still got me. They still have me beat it in. Weak. Well, let's make a run for it. We'll come back and scavenge from the remains later. Alright, we're invisible now, so we should be okay. Should being the operand there. There's another one down. Just fight a retreating battle here. Trying to avoid getting shot as best as possible. I don't know where he's going to come from here, but I think I'm going to lay low. There's a lot of them. I can hear him. Maybe they'll give up pretty shortly. I think hiding is our only chance now. The weak part about all this is we shot that other robot in the middle of the field, which means recovering his remains is going to be really difficult. And I do want his ammunition. Let me see if I can get eyes onto where they're at. I would really prefer to have just first-hand contact with them. We're wide out in the open now. I don't see them. I don't get why they were making that much noise if they were right next to us. There's a few more over there. That's actually a big party. That's 4. God. What the hell are we gonna do? Well, let's go scan this field really quickly, and I'd like to get that ammunition from the church. And I might be playing with fire here, but I would really prefer to get his ammunition if he has any. If we end up going back in over here and not finding anything, it's going to be a waste of time. But if we replace the ammo we expended, well, let's say that both of these guys ended up dropping ammo. See if I can see those fizzles anywhere. Because I frankly have no idea where I shot. There he is. Hey, we shot him in a clearing. That's good. Ooh, 4 rounds. And that's just what I was about to say. Let's say that we didn't search for the bodies and they both had ammunition on them. We would be cheating ourselves in the long run. I don't hear any more robots over here. Well, now I do. And we did need more rags. I don't know where to make room for these, though. Maybe put that right... No. We'll put that right there. There we go. I can play with geometry. I know my shapes. I've got this covered. Over here's just a bit of tobacco and a pipe. Bottles. Nothing that's going to be incredibly useful. Let's just get the hell out of here and see if we can get back to the standing stones in one piece. I really want to drop this relic off and save. We've got enough ammo at this point to where I would actually feel pretty terrible about dying. Oh, our vitality is blinking at us. Let me handle that really quickly. I'm going to eat the canned pie. That's going to put us back up to 83, so we should regenerate the health that we lost. I was like, why is my health ticking down? And then I noticed our vitality was blinking. I'm going to save over here, actually, at this dock. Let me do that really quickly so that we don't lose any of the ground that we've made. Because when you die, it sends you back to your last save, which can be just completely and totally world-destroying if you spent the last hour just doing work like crazy. And that's how we like to do it here at the Nerd Castle. We like to do work, but we don't like to lose work. Okay. Now that we've got that squared away, let's head back to the Standing Stones. So we have that other relic that's in the middle of the street over there, and I don't see any way we're going to get out of that one without a gunfight. Even throwing bottles and just kind of making distractions, that one's going to be rough. We have the other one that's along the coast, and that's easy mode. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy right there. We shouldn't have any problem grabbing that one. Ah, there's the final one right there. So the final one is next to the southern boat. I'll have to remember that mentally. Final one's next to the southern boat. Alright, so there's the remaining 3 aside from the one we have in hand. We have our mission, we have our goal. Let's get her done, guys. We can handle this. I don't think I've actually ever cleared an island. I always kind of just run around shooting stuff, and then I get bored, and then I stop playing. That is the temptation that these sorts of games pose. And I'd really prefer to get this island done before we run out of food. Scavenging on the other islands is going to make our lives a little bit easier. I don't want to cross this marsh. Yeah, I was going to say, I can already hear them walking around. I'm wondering when they're going to start guarding the Standing Stones. That is a little bit of a subconscious terror for me. Once they start guarding the stone, this is going to go from just like standard combat operations to you're running to someplace guarded and returning to someplace guarded, which means on both fronts you're pretty much, we're surrounded already, but I tend to view the Seeing Stones as our safe ground. I'm also a little worried that I'm going to end up having to scavenge the villages a little bit further on this island. I don't know if our food's going to hold out until I can run all these relics back. Let me see what we've got on hand. We've got 2 things of tea. We might get away with it. I'll eat some intoxicants if I have to. Nothing but the sound of nature right now. Let's see if we can chug through here a little bit quicker. I'm gonna check this building, although I'm reasonably sure, being on the first island, we've probably hit this already. Some moldy bread, so I don't think the moldy bread's gonna help us. I think I tried to eat the moldy bread before, when I first started playing, and I was disappointed to find out that it doesn't give you stamina. You can eat moldy stuff, it's not gonna kill you, it's just gonna taste like grass. Tastes very weird, but penicillin, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Aspergillus, all that fun stuff. I don't see anything, I'm gonna run for it. Let's go. And then we'll drop this guy off.
Excellent. We're making progress. You might survive this after all.
Yeah, I might. Who knows? And then let's head back out this way. And see if maybe we can get our hands on this one that's guarded. There was only 2 bots there. And that leaves me optimistic that we can clear that one out without too much trouble. Let me get on the building right here. Have a look around. I think we'll be clear as long as I keep an ear out. Keeping an eye out in this sort of situation is never going to work out according to plan. Alright, so we got bots around right now. I can hear their lovely musical beeping, that horrid music of death that seems to dance around. Let me see what I can do here. The other one was due that way, as I recall. Ah, there they are. Head count, looks like we have 2, maybe 3. Let me get the binos. 3. No? Yeah, 3. I count 3 hats. That's if I get confused. If they're in a big blob, I just start looking, counting the number of hats. They do seem to be stationary, though. So maybe if we cut through here, we'll be alright. They seem to be remarkably good at seeing through these bushes. Oh, I did not like that at all. I feel very nude right now. And not nude in like the pre-sexy time way. Nude in the something terrible's about to happen in the prison shower way. Nope, they've got us. Oh, damn. Alright, let's make for the field. Let's get the hell out of here. We have to. They're gonna have to cross 2 fences to get at us right here. Which I think gives us enough time to make a clean break for it. Oh, the dog got me. They had a dog. Damn. Oh, and there's our first death. Great. Those dogs are just a pain in the ass. We'll load the last save really quickly. And now that we've loaded back in, let's figure out the best way to get back to... I think I'm going to focus on the ones on the other side of the island. Let's go get the easy mode ones, and then we'll figure out how to get the difficult ones. The amount of dogs that they've been able to deploy over the last couple relics are really just... It's bad. It's real bad. Unless there's dogs just running... Maybe that's what it was. I think there are dogs just running around randomly now. They are. Well, no wonder they got us. There's just random dogs all over the place now. See if I can blast this little booger. Got him. I don't think you can loot the dog, but it was a waste of ammunition, and now everything in the area is going to be heading towards us. Well, not a waste of ammunition. The less dogs there are, the better. Those ones are silver colored, which makes me think they don't have a master. They just kind of roam around causing problems. What happened right there? I'll explain the mechanic to you guys in case you didn't catch it. If a dog bites you, it's like being caught in a trap. They don't necessarily hurt you a whole lot, but they hold you in place very, very well. Once you're locked down in a certain location, the rest of them are free to fire on you, and you're not even able to serpentine. That's right, you can't baboo your way through it. You're just going to get yourself blasted, filled with the buckshot. Or birdshot, or whatever it is they're using. I don't know, I'm not a shotgun guy. Let me see if I can loot this building really quickly before this balloon gets at us. Nothing in here either. Yeah, we've picked this one pretty much clean. Oh, there's 3 of them walking in a single file line over there. Well, maybe I can get at the relic that's over here. Let's give it another try. I prefer to stay out of the woods, though. You saw what happened last time where I couldn't even tell where I was being fired at from. These swamps are death zones. They are just absolute murder holes. You really, really don't want to be there. Maybe if I can find my way back to the boat, I can find my way to that relic. And if we get really lucky, it'll be one of the little ones. There's the boat. Okay, so the relic should be off this way. Let's hustle on over there and see how it goes. I wasn't really sure if I should include deaths in the series, but I'll be honest, I'll include deaths with you guys. Let me see where this last... Wait, is this where it was at? I'm confused. I thought I saw it right over here. Maybe it was back this way a little bit further. Maybe I'm not actually at the boat that I think I'm at. Tough call. Little disoriented. I think that's the shed we went to over there. That's definitely the place we saved at, so let's just be on our way. Maybe heading out this way, we'll see something of use. Maybe it's just not catching my eye like I was hoping it would. Worst case is we circle the island and we end up going after one of the other relics now that we're out of harm's way. Well then. Not sure where that ran off to. In any case, let's keep an eye out for supplies or anything of that nature while we're out and about. Maybe we'll hit the southern island or whichever island it is we haven't tackled yet to figure out just what kind of supplies we can get our hands on. I know I left a ton of whiskey around on another island. Disappointed with the overall lootery right now. Not a lot of outlying stuff. Procedural generation can be your best friend or your worst enemy in this game. And it seems to have decided that since the Nerd Castle we tried to roll out hard. I understand that the game has decided to ramp up because we're rolling out, we don't care. We're getting our G on, just kind of blasting people as we run through. Not really trying to be stealthy at all. There's the busted house. Let's head back to the big old monument over here and we'll grab that one that's off to the side and we'll run that one back. And once we have those, we'll figure out what our plan is to clear out that central area. I don't know if that's the same farmhouse we just searched. If so, I just wasted my time enormously. The nice thing is, on this side of the island, we seem to do a pretty good job of wiping everything out, so I'm able to travel relatively unhindered, which is nice for a change. It's pretty cool when you don't have to stop and duck for cover every 2 seconds. But that isn't going to keep me from actually keeping an eye out, just making sure I don't get too cocky. The moment you get cocky in this game is almost always where you get caught with your pants down and blasted. Did I just hear a dog? I thought I heard a growl. Those little silver dogs are upsetting. I don't like how they've moved into my world. I was just getting comfortable with the rest of the nasty machinery. Then again, that's the point. I'm going to try and move past here really, really rapidly. Oh, they're coming around the other side of the building already. Let's get behind this big block of something. I don't know, the texture isn't good enough for me to determine. That's right, geologist. Look at it, see what kind of rock it is. It's a plagioclase. Let's see here. Okay, good. He's turned around, he's resuming his patrol. I'm going to be on my way. Engagements may become somewhat of a norm for us in the near future, simply because I need to get more food, and one of the nice things about the robots is they do tend to pack very nice lunches. Maybe if we can find that body pile over here, we can grab ourselves. I don't even know if it's still going to be here. It may or may not be. I don't know what the despawnery is like. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure this is where we had the gun battle. Looks like they dispersed into thin robotic air, but not into robotic wind. They have not broken robotic wind. Air and wind, decidedly different when they're broken. Well then. Disappointing, but I think things will be alright. Let's head back on over to the smoke pile over here. At least we'll get something done during this episode. Be a little terrifying as we run back towards the seeing stones here, but we are doing a good job. I've never gotten this close to clearing out an island before. Feeling... Ooh. We gotta get low. I don't know where they're at, but they're close. Do a little bit of the guerrilla warfare here. Guerrilla's pretty good at warfare, all things considered. I really don't want to crest this hill. The moment I crest this hill, I'm going to be in full view. I think that's them on my left, right there where I'm pointing at. I saw a little bit of movement, but I can't tell. We're fairly visible right now. Let me drink a tea fast. Get ourselves back up to a good vitality level. Take a risk here for a moment because we have lots of rocks and things to hide behind. We had already cleared this one out, but unfortunately it looks like they've reinforced the position to some extent. If they have dogs, this has the potential to get incredibly nasty. Because I'm going to have to waste a shot on the dog. Because he can flush us out of cover. Well, they're over there somewhere, and they're seeing me before I'm seeing them. It's a very, very bad thing. We'll walk the coastline for a bit. Maybe find a sneakier way to approach. Or just keep testing our RNG until they're not facing the right direction with no type of radar or anything of that kind. It can be a bit of trial and error playing this game. So there he is right there. Yeah, they do respawn then. I hear a dog. Where is he at? Alright, let's draw the dog off. We're going to try and stay low as best we can, behind some stones. I prefer not to run up the hill. That dog's gonna be a victim as soon as I can get him to be. There we go. So victimized dog. And now we can handle his handlers. But I want them to be up close, too. There we go. Fortunately drawing heat down on myself, but I need to replace that. Ooh, food. Good, good, good. There are so many robots around now that I just do not know what to do with myself anymore. Let's grab the relic and get the hell out of here. At the bare minimum, we've extended our time on the island a little bit longer by getting some more food. Use those really quickly. There we go. So we've got the fragment. Let's get back to the boat. We'll save. And I think that's where I'll break off this episode. Another fun-filled episode. I have sweat literally on my brow right now. And it's not just because I'm wearing wool pants and the house is like 600 degrees. It's also because I'm feeling quite tense. This game brings out weird primal things in me. Start to feel like you're some crazy caveman Neanderthal just hanging out in some bushes waiting to spear a robotic mammoth or something. I don't know. That's the best metaphor I could come up with. Heading back to the boat, I'm going to do my spiel. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Nerd Castle, and I know I say that casually at the end of every episode, but it really is cool that you guys stop by and check out my content. I cannot believe how much fun I have while I'm playing with you guys, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and as always, the Nerd Castle will have something for you every day at 8 in the morning. Take care, guys.